So you've probably heard that simple is best in web design, right? But hold on a sec. We all know there is way more to it than that. Complexity, when you can handle it like a pro, can totally flip the script. And in this video, we're going to talk about why a little bit of complexity might just level up your website game. So let's go. Everyone thinks that design is just for aesthetics. Well, yes, it does mean you have to have a nice design with good bright colors, with engaging content, and nice pictures laid out all around your website. There is way more to a website than just that. You want the user experience to be really good so they stay on your website for as long as possible, improving that engagement time, which increases the chance of conversion. How easy it is to access the website as well. And then you think about, is it usable? It might look nice on paper, but can you actually click the buttons? Can you actually navigate through the website? Those are key things about a website which are more than just aesthetics, which mean more. A visually appealing website can perform so poorly if it's not user friendly. So just to recap that point, yes, it does have to look nice, but it's not the main focus of the website. The main focus is the user experience and making sure that people are able to navigate through your website, access it easily, and actually convert and actually help navigate the consumer through to the end point of the website, which is a conversion. Now, this is a stupid one, but mobile design is optional. If anyone says that to you, they know nothing about the online market. They know nothing about digitalization, and I wouldn't speak to them if I was you. That is just crazy thoughts. Nowadays, people are going more on Google on their phones than they are on their laptops. So if anyone says, oh, I don't really need mobile design because no one's going to use it, that is crazy. I would even go to the point of saying that sometimes it's best to design the website in mobile version first and then convert it to desktop. And that is what a lot of companies are doing right now, because the traditional way is do it on your desktop and then fiddle around with it to make sure it looks nice and fits on the page while mobile. Now, some people are doing where they can create a mobile design first and then adapt it to the desktop, maybe add a bit more animations and a bit more images, which could help with the desktop version, but isn't necessary for the mobile version. So another myth is that users don't scroll below the fold. And again, that is nonsense. Yes, that first image that you see in the first 5 seconds, your hero with your heading needs to be important and attention grabbing. But even if it's not, people will still look down, still see the rest of your product services that you do offer as a company, and they might be interested in them. Imagine you go on a website, you see a header which you don't agree with, you click off. That doesn't happen. You still read the information, you still want to see what's there because you clicked on it in the first place. So even if your hero and your heading isn't that good, or your nav bar isn't there, your logo is pixelated, even if that is not optimal, which it should be, it's a very key part. Like I said, in the first 5 seconds, that's where people gather the most information of exactly who you are as a company. They'll still look down, still see your services, still see what you offer, which might intrigue them, and who knows, it might be a perfect fit for them to buy from you. So now, the same with everything in life, there needs to be a balance of things on your website. So at the beginning of the video, I said you can add more complexity to your website to give it that boost that it might need to help you convert, help with the engagement time, all the little things, but you don't want to go over the top. More features does not mean a better design. In my previous video where I had, say, 24 web design tips, I really emphasized the use of white space and how it's still important to make sure everything's clear, everything is separated on your website, and it's very easy to navigate and read. So adding photos just every corner, left, right, and center of your website will not make it better. If anything, you'll make it more confusing, and that gives the people a chance to click off because they don't understand what's going on. It's too much information, they can't take it in, and they'll never navigate through your website ever again because they'll just remember, that was awful, I couldn't understand it, I'll just go to a competitor's website. And it's not what they think out loud, it's a subconscious thought where if it's confusing, they're not going to waste their time doing that kind of thing. So in this scenario, just focus on the meaningful things on your website. If you have the owner with a little bit of text, keep it so it just shows in the whole page of the owner and there's nothing else. In that section, you know, we're just speaking about the owner, we're giving information, we're giving a bit of personality about the company, and focusing on these meaningful things throughout your website will just enhance the user experience. And again, that is a key focus of web design. You're not creating the website for yourself and for your company, you're creating it for your target audience, for them to have the best experience and again, to convert. Now, this is an interesting one and it's not spoken about a lot on YouTube, and that is that SEO is separate from design, and that is the complete opposite. You need to optimize your SEO with your design. I'll give you a very quick example. Say you have many images, say you're a construction company who has loads of projects and has loads of images showcasing your work of those projects. You're going to have a lot of images, and that could really slow down your website. But if you think about it from the SEO side, you compress the images and straight away that improves the performance of your website, improves the page speed, the mobile speed, everything, and that helps you boost in Google. That improves your search ranking because the website loads quicker, and it's not just to do with Google, it's to do with the user experience. Imagine if you have to wait 5 seconds for a page to load because of how many images there are. In this scenario, you have loads of images, but it loads in a split second and no one has to wait, no one has to get frustrated, you're not testing their patience. Elements like the site structure as well is very very important. You don't want just everything mixed and matched, where it's very difficult to go from one page of the website to another. Including SEO in your design will mean it's very structured, it's very planned, and it will just optimize the whole process and make it easier for design as well, because you know where everything is. And again, I will speak about my second point, mobile responsiveness. SEO will help with that. If you make your website mobile responsive, again, it will help with SEO because so many more users use their phones instead of their laptop. Remember that key fact. You really want to optimize your mobile because that's how people will call you. I'm going to make another quick point. When you see a phone number on your laptop, you're not going to call them from your laptop. You get your phone out and then call. So when people are on their phone and on your website, it's easy access to call. So you really want to optimize that. And the last thing, and I've said this in previous videos as well, is that the design is finished once the site is live. No. You constantly want to keep track of what's going on with your website. You could have Google Analytics set up where you can track user behavior, see what pages they go to, see how long they spend on each of those pages. If you see that a page is clicked on a lot of times, but the engagement time is 5 seconds, you know that there's something wrong. And it's just great feedback to see that kind of information and see that you need to make changes so that people spend longer on your website. You're just continuously refining what you have done to just get it closer to that perfect state. And again, trends and behaviors change, so that this is going to be a constant thing where you're updating. Whilst you're updating, you're optimizing your site for a better performance and getting that step ahead on your competitors. Because if you're on top of it and constantly looking at information, you'll definitely get past your competitors and start ranking higher, start having a lot more engagement and start converting, which is the main thing again. So those are my 6 web design myths. Let me know in the comments any myths that you have about web design which you think are really interesting. Remember to like and subscribe. Drop down any comments of videos you want me to see to do in the future as well. I post every week. I hope this video helped you. Hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.